Yeah, topic of the video today is simply just about the idea of being behind and why you're sold a lie when it comes to this reality. I was on the phone with a close friend of mine, and to be honest, I probably had this conversation with every single person I know, including myself, at some point in time, about the idea of feeling behind. And to be honest, I think it's based on the fact that social media is painting a picture to us that if we're not in a specific place by a certain age, we're all failures, whether that's money, whether that's physique, whether that's having a family, having a wife, kids, etc., etc. All these things are painted in a way where you can see everyone else's life and see what they have going on, or you think you know what's going on in their life, but realistically you don't. And the broader message essentially is that you are not behind, and what I would say is the only measurement in life should be the experience that you've gained doing what you've done, right? If you really measure out everything, whether it be family, whether it be monetary gain, the only real thing that you've come on this earth to do is just to experience life. So if you've basically wasted years telling yourself that when you're in a specific place that you'll be happy and start living life properly, then you have wasted that time. And that's me, right? I've sat there for so many years and said to myself, you know what, when I'm in this shape, when I have this, when I have that, and realistically it's endless, right? Even if, let's say, you're on 10k a month, for example, there's always more levels to it. There's always 100k a month. There's always people making millions, people who are billionaires, etc., etc., etc. And I'm not saying not to strive for these things. All I'm saying is that be happy where you are right now and be happy in the moment and the experiences that you've gained, right? Don't say to yourself, oh, let's say, for example, one of your friends wants to go away somewhere, or I don't know, go to a different city and experience something. Don't say to yourself, oh, I'm not at this point in time now, so I can't go ahead and experience this. Like, number one, we all have free time, and number two, you only get to experience what you have now at this age once. I can only live this day that I'm living today once, right? This minute once. So make the most of it, yeah? Don't live your life thinking that, oh, you know what, in the future, when I'm here, then I'll finally experience it, because realistically, there's no difference in you doing it now and then, right? Or yeah, in the future. Right now is the only moment you have. First of all, you don't even know, I know this sounds fucked, but like, you don't even know if you're going to live for another 5 years, 10 years. And that's not me saying, oh, live irresponsibly, don't save any money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, live within certain means that you have. But realistically, you can still enjoy yourself and do the things that you like to do and live within your means whilst, let's say, having a job, for example. Like, you can still live life, experience different things. For example, look, I'm in a park today, yeah? It doesn't cost any money for me to get up and walk to a park, record this content. I was doing something anyway, I had a physio appointment. But the point is, it's like, instead of me being at home, working on trading business or whatever, I could just come out to the park and enjoy this weather, right, that we have in the UK right now, that everyone knows that we're not going to have for that much longer. So I guess the point is that don't wait for something to live life, or don't wait for a special event or a special period to go ahead and do the things that you want to do, because we live in a limited time period. You're not going to get this time back. And the second point is stop comparing to everyone else. I know it's such a cliche quote, but comparison is really the thief of joy. If you want to achieve something, go and do it. I'm not saying that. Like, if you've just procrastinated all your time away, then yeah, you should feel a type of way about yourself and say, you know what, I shouldn't be doing that. I should be doing this. But after you've done punish yourself, don't sit there for years on end thinking, oh, I'm this and I'm that and I didn't do this and I didn't do that. That period is done now, right? All those past scenarios where you should have done this, could have done this, it's all finished now. So this is another point that I can expand on as well, is that I was talking to my friend about maybe decisions that he'd made. And he was sort of saying that, oh, well, he could have made a better decision in the moment, and he could have, instead of deciding to go down one route, right, he could have went down a different route. And the only problem with that thinking is you're not actually valuing the information and the experience that you've got through going down the route that you've decided to go down. So let's say, I'll give you an example, right? Let's say at 18 you decided to build a business instead of going down a traditional corporate uni style route, right? Let's say at the end of let's say you get to 21 and you feel like you failed in growing this business, and you go back to working for a little bit while doing numerous side hustles, for example, right? You might look online and think, oh, this person is now here, this person is now doing this, and this person is now, I don't know, in a better place, or you think that they're in a better place, right? Number one, you have no idea what they're doing, how they feel, what experiences they have. But number two, you're actually devaluing the unique perspective you now have on life because of the things that you've decided to do. And if you don't feel like you're in that position where you do have unique experiences, then go out and live unique experiences. You haven't missed anything. There's no time wasted. It's just living. It's just an experience, right? And if you extrapolate your whole life out to the point where, let's say you're on your deathbed, the only real things that actually mattered was the experiences that you decided to embark on, right? The adventures that you decided to take, yeah? If you measure out every single other thing, it's actually irrelevant, right? There was this really good video I watched the other day. It was talking about how when you're born, right, you're separated from like a universal consciousness. It's like a drop of water that shoots up, and then as you're sort of dying, or not dying, but as you grow older, the drop of water goes up and then slowly sinks lower, and eventually you get down to the ocean where you essentially fall back into the ocean, yeah? And the point of the video was to explain to you that in this life, you're separated from that wider consciousness, and upon death, you're returning back to that wider consciousness. And that applies to whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the universe. I mean, if you're an atheist, then maybe not, but most theories or ideas of life can be related back to that idea of coming back to the source, yeah, whether that's God, etc., etc. So if that's all that happens, right, all that happened to you in this life was that you were separated from an infinite consciousness, God, etc., and then you returned back to infinite consciousness, God, etc., then what really mattered in this life? And all it was just to experience life and to experience things, countries, people, happiness, sadness, anger, depression. Like, that's the whole point of this whole experience, pretty much. If you really break it down, it didn't matter what you done, how many houses you left behind, how much wealth you accumulated. Even though I do want to do these things, right? And I want to, if I'm only going to experience this life once, then I want to live it to the max. I want to be able to do everything that is up for grabs for me. But the fact is, it's not all about that stuff. If you really think about it, it's more to do with who you are, what did you experience, and the things that you did hit, really. So I'm going to wrap it off there. I'm actually surprised I've been talking for this long, but yeah, see you guys in the next video.